Hello, welcome to the Craft House here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name is George Akid, and as always, it is a pleasure to have you here on this fine Saturday, wherever you may be in the world. It's quite lonely in the studio. I'm by myself, and all I've got is a little gingerbread man. There he is. He just sits over there every single day. I'll put him back with his family. It's just me, actually, and the gingerbread men. And actually, I'm lying to you, because with the powers of technology, we have got something extra special today. It's not just a craft house, a bit of a launch day, because we have got a totally Tiffany takeover, not easy for me to say, this evening here in the UK. And she joins me all the way from the United States of America. Good afternoon, Tiffany. Good to see you.
Hey George, how are you? I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm in Arizona, where it is wonderfully warm, but not quite cocktail hour yet. So I'm excited to get things rolling with our new paper taker launch today. Woo! Can hardly wait.
Absolutely, there has been some great love for these brand new, for the paper takers. Remember that 12 by 12 here that we've had all day. We launched this morning, started this morning, should I say. It is flying out of the shelves already. It is limited stock. It is 12 by 12. It is a great collection. It takes about 5 or 6 storage pads in here. Remember, it's got that insert tray in there. Allows you to open it up and everything can slide out of there nice and easy. They are flying off the shelves, so if you want in the 12 by 12 paper pad, it is limited stock. Get that into your baskets. Right, Tiffany, you can tell us even more about them. Tell us more about our wonderful paper takers.
Okay, so I want to start by telling you that we came out with the 8.5 by 11 paper taker, and people went crazy about it and said, can we get this in 5 by 7, 6 by 6, 8 by 8, and 12 by 12? And of course we said, sure, we could do that. So we now have those 4 sizes. That's what we're launching here on Craft House today. And I'm going to start with the 5 by 7. Now this is ideal for, of course, cards, card blanks, cards you've made, mat stacks, scraps, any of those things. It is, everything from Totally Tiffany is a little bit bigger than the name of it, right? So the 5 by 7 bag is 7.5 by 6. So you have got a lot of room in there to put things in and out. But you know what? They're just not very interesting when they're empty. I do need to show you the little tray. So the trays are a key part of the Totally Tiffany brand. They are the thing that give your vinyl bags, you know, the structure and stability and strength to hold those heavier crafting supplies. So when you get your paper takers, the trays come flat and they are so easy to put together. I'm going to go over to this small camera, and so you can kind of see, you just have 2 little holes in your bottom of your tray, and you're just going to insert the tabs into the holes. Very simple. One real thing you want to do is fold all those score lines first so you get that nice square box. I'll go back to the big camera here, and you're just going to slide that box into the bag, and then you are all set. So key features on all of the paper takers. The insert tray, handle on the top, handle on the side, and look at this. We have made the label pocket on this as big as we possibly could. So previous label pockets, tiny, and I thought, why am I doing that? We could have a great big label pocket. We really know what was in there. So all the label pockets are bigger. Side handle, top handle, label pocket tray. Same on all of them. Okay, let's look at goodies. So here we go. Card blanks, envelopes, cards you've created, they're all going to fit in there. So again, I'll work with the small camera so you can see what's inside here. But even envelopes, even the larger cards, they're all in there. They all fit perfectly. Now you could organize this by color or by theme, whatever you want to do to keep those things organized and store really easily on your shelf. Again, put it on the shelf sideways. Use that handle to pull it off and on. Ideal for dies and stamps as well. So if you are using our 5 by 7 pockets and our 5 by 7 magnets to organize your dies and stamps, look at that. Now you can use those pockets to organize anything, embellishments, photos, any of those kind of things, but that 5 by 7 is going to fit perfectly in the 5 by 7 paper taker bag. Okay, one of the joyful things about creating new stuff, we always learn about new things that fit in it. So the 5 by 7 paper taker is also going to hold 44 of your favorite Spectrum Noir markers. Look at that. Look how cute and easy that is to travel with, to store, to access, and you can see all of the colors. Now, you can lay it down when you want to work with it. And when you store it, you can all, people say, oh, I want to store it flat because that's what everyone says I should do. The manufacturer says store it flat. So use it standing up if you want, but to store it flat, all you have to do is lay it down this way or lay it down this way, and now your markers are flat. Okay, so that is the 5x7. We'll go back to the main camera and we'll talk about the 6x6. Okay, so the 6x6, I don't need to tell you much more than it's bigger than 6x6, right? So you've got 6.5 by 7, you've got plenty of space in there, but all the other things are the same. It's got the it's got the tray, it's got the big label pocket and the double handles. So let's look at them loaded up because it's so much more fun. Okay, 6x6 paper, of course, a no-brainer. There is that 6x6 tab divider pocket, the 6x6 paper pads. Now you can keep your scraps and your paper together. Super simple, really easy, visible, accessible. Get your label done on the side and you will know exactly what is in each bag. Now, question, the main question I get when I start talking about paper is how much paper will fit in that bag. And my girl Susie here behind the camera is laughing because we talked about this the other day. Paper, you can fit about 150 sheets of cardstock, about 300 sheets of paper, and the reason I have to say about is because as crafters we know some paper is very, very thin and some cardstock is really, really thick. So just depending on the thickness of your paper, that is how much you're going to be able to put in each bag. So the thing you really need to know is that all of these bags are 2 inches deep. So if you're looking at your paper stash thinking how many bags do I need for my 6x6 paper, and you just measure that paper stash and you've got 12 inches of 6x6 paper, then you know that you are going to need 6 of the 6x6 bags, right? So think more about the 2-inch depth on the bag than the number of sheets of paper. And then of course if you're adding the storage pockets, that's going to add a little bit as well. So you may want to go with 7 if you have 12 inches. Here we are again with that 6x6 pocket. I'm using it for stencils this time. So one of the things about craft supplies is across the board we have stamps and stencils and dies and paper and envelopes and card blanks. All of those things come in these standard sizes. And all of these bags are going to fit all of those standard sizes because I've given you that little bit of extra space left to right and top to bottom so you can easily fit things in the bags. So a great way to store stencils, stamps, dies, any of those things in the 6x6 organizer. And then, whoo, look at this. Look, I have it backwards so you can't really see the big reveal, the tri-blend marker. So the latest and greatest, the most fun in alcohol markers you'll ever have, tri-blends. This bag will hold 33 tri-blend markers. So the taller, skinnier markers, you're going to get 33 in a bag. The shorter spectrum roller, you can see the 2 lined up together like that, you're going to get 44 in this bag. Okay, next up, the fabulous 8x8. Again, not exciting empty, is it? Let's look at one that's full. Okay, woo. I'm not going to start with this one because that's my favorite. All right, in this bag I have an entire 8x8 album, which means if you like to work in the 8x8 dimension, not only can you fit all of your project pieces into your 8x8 bag, you can also store the album that you're working on in that bag as well, which means you can also store the paper, the embellishments, and the page protectors for your album. They're all going to fit in the 8x8 bag. And then, of course, your 8x8 paper and the 8x8 tab divider pockets as well. So for the tab divider pockets, if you're using these sizes, you want to pick those up today so that you can keep your scraps organized with your paper, so that you can pre-plan if you're doing an 8x8 album where you might have all the photographs and embellishments for a particular page in one pocket. Everything's pre-sorted and ready to go so that when you sit down to craft, you're actually ready to get something done. So the 8x8, perfect for 8x8 albums, 8x8 paper, the large square cards. Some of you create cards and then you store them in the cellophane, the cello bags to protect them. Because all these bags have that little bit extra space, they're all going to be able to fit in there as well. Okay, last but not least, in the 8x8, we have the planner pack, right? So I'm a planner junkie, you know it. I've got my planner in here, I've got my stickers, I've got a couple pens right there in that big pocket on the side. I've got embellishments, I've got my extra pages right here in the back. I've got sticky notes, I've got paper clips, everything I need to bring my planner up to date, and it's all right here. So whether I'm working on my planner at my desk or I'm taking my planner home with me at night or into the house or whatever I'm doing, or sitting in front of the TV, I can have all those supplies right out in front of me and at my fingertips. So that is the 5x7, the 6x6, and the 8x8. And I'm going to talk about this 12x12. But as George told you, those are flying off the shelf. So if you know you want 12x12 storage, you need to get it right now, because the quantity of them is very, very limited. So here's the big 12x12 bag. Look at the size of that label tab, right? You can write everything in the world in there that you have in that bag, and you still have the side handle and the top handle. Now, the 12x12 is going to fit in your cube storage. So if you're using cube storage, you are going to love it. You're going to be able to slide it in and pull it out. Great for stencil storage as well. So this is the 12x12 storage pockets. If you've got your stencils stored in those, or you need good stencil storage, this is a perfect way to load up one of your paper takers with stencils. What else can you put in there, right? Well, let's just look at paper first before we do the what else. So here it is loaded with paper. What I really want you to notice, I'm going to tip this down a bit, is the extra space in that bag. Right, so you're worried about paper that has the extra half-inch or inch-long tab. No problem. It is going to fit in here because, as I said earlier, we leave you that extra space, right? Then you've got the tab divider pockets. Again, the perfect way to store your scraps right with your paper. I've got a rainbow of paper in here. I've got a rainbow of scraps. It's easy to grab and go. And when I say grab and go, I know some of you don't travel to crafting events, but you might travel from the cabinet to your workspace, or from your craft room out to the dining room. And that this type of storage makes it really easy to stay organized and go wherever you need to go with your craft supplies. So obviously, no-brainer, awesome for 12x12 paper. Also, really great for rolled vinyl. So for those of you who love working with your Cricut and you want to travel with some of that vinyl, this is a perfect way to do that as well. So I've got 7 rolls of vinyl in here. The other question I get is people who have 12 by 24 or 12 by 18 inch paper and they're not quite sure how to store it. Roll it up, put it in one of our vinyl sleeves so it stays rolled up, and then toss it into your 12 by 12 paper taker, and it will be awesome forever. Okay, so those are anything that's 12 by 12 is going to fit, right? As long as it meets that 2-inch depth. I know the next question that I already got it when I started talking about these. Can I put my scrap rack pages in my 12 by 12 paper taker? And yes, you can. That is the answer. Here it is. Look at that. So now there is one caveat to this. So this is an entire scrap rack section. It happens to be a rainbow embellishment section. You can see all my pretty flowers and things in there. What you will notice if you are a scrap rack user is there are no dividers, right? There are no dividers like blue, green, red breaking up the section. They will not fit. So you can absolutely use it for storing scrap rack pages. What you need to do is pull the box out, drop your pages in, and then you're going to roll your binder back. And that is how it is all going to fit into the 12 by 12 paper taker. So you can use it, no dividers, but it does work. And I think probably the best use for it in that respect is more for storage. So if you have a particular section, maybe you have a Disney section or a Christmas section or something like that you don't need on your scrap rack all the time, and you want to be able to slide that onto the shelf and store it, then this is a great option for that. You know, we have the big binders that the pages go into, but they're too big to fit in your Calyx or Expedit or even your Recollection shelving. This bag with your scrap rack section stored in it, no dividers, remember, is going to slide right onto the shelf. Okay, George, so what do you think? We've got 4 great sizes, everything for everyone when you're crafting. What are you going to use yours for, George? Are you going to bring your lunch to work?
Well, I was going to, the 12 by 12 would fit a pizza box in there perfectly. So I could bring leftover pizza straight into that bag, white clean as well. So it's always going to be great. So much, look, I'm just watching and going, what? So much brand new products, so many great items that you've just seen there. Let me take you through them one by one, show them individually. We have, first of all, starting with the 5x7. You saw Tiffany using it there. It's brilliant. It's a great set. And remember, it's got that great tray in there for all those little items that you're going to need. It's got £8.49, $10.19, saving yourself 15%. Half the stock has already gone there. Half of the stock has already gone. Platinum price, look at that, it's under $10, under £10, guys. How incredible these prices. They're launching today, and that's the prices you're getting them at. Maybe you're working 6x6, another paper taker. Look at this incredible price again, £9.34, $11.04. Saving yourself 15%, and that incredible platinum price, again, under tenner for both currencies, pounds and dollars. And there's 60% of the stock has already gone. We are flying through it, guys. If you're wanting the paper takers, do not sit on them today. Remember, 8x8, the paper taker. Loads of you asking, hang on a minute, did Tiffany put her tri-blends in there? Yes, she did. You can fit your tri-blends in there. The 8x8 paper taker, £11, 4 pence, $12.74. Again, another saving of another saving of 15%. Half of the stock has already gone on these. Half of the stock, the 12x12. Again, last but certainly not least, you guys love this. Less than 100 of these left, guys. These are limited stock. If you're wanting the 12x12, again, that incredible saving, 15%. Platinum price, it's saving yourself, it's under 15. Under £15, dollars. How incredible. It's launching today, and they are the prices that you are paying. Incredible savings. Mary Pat on YouTube. Woohoo! That is awesome, Tiffany. Patty Heard on Facebook. Love me some Totally Tiffany. Got my Fiverr Friday order yesterday. Wish I had ordered more. I'll be taking advantage of today's deals. Guys, so much love coming in for these. Keep your questions coming in, and I'll throw them back towards Tiffany over in Arizona, if I'm correct. Tiffany, what have you got for us next?
Having enough space, but it's having space that you are not knocking over on your workspace or having to move things around to actually have that creative space. And that is the problem that is solved by the hang and hold. So first I'm going to show you all the pieces, and then we'll load it up. So this is the bar. So the hang and hold bar, it's 24 inches long. It's hard to see right in the camera, but, and so you've got these 2 clamps on the side here. And it's 12 inches apart on the clamp. So all you need is something that's 12 inches apart. You can let the ends hang over if you want to. That's totally fine. The clamps themselves are 2 inches wide, and they will go from 1/4 inch to 2 inches in depth to hang on the side of a table, a shelving unit. You're going to see them on my rolling cart. You can see them on the front. Well, you're just going to see them on the front of my desk right here in just a minute. Now, important thing to know about the clamps, there's a little white piece of paper, a card here that says, don't over tighten this. So when you're putting it on, you want a firm grip on your desk. Right? You don't want it to come off, but you don't want to just crank down on that because it'll damage your desk. So you've got rubber on the bottom, you've got rubber on the top, and that is going to help you get that really great grip without really cranking down on that. So the basic bar, that's the first thing that you need. That comes in your collection. The next thing you're going to get is the basic bin, and this is perfect, excuse me, for so many things. One of them, which I'm going to show you, is your paper cutter. So that's something we're always burying on our desk. Don't worry, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, next you're getting the supply bin, and in the supply bin there are 2 section pieces that are removable. They just adhere with hook and loop fabric, so you can use them or not use them depending on what you're putting into your basic bin. And you are going to find, again, like I was saying with the paper takers, so many uses for this tool. You just wait. Okay, the next thing that you're getting is the tool bucket. Tool bucket also has 2 dividers. So again, depending on what you're using it for, and boy do I have a great thing to use this for, with no dividers in it. That's just a little sneak. You can put anything you want in there. And then you'll notice these clear pockets around the outside. So those are around all 4 sides of this bin, because this bin has hooks on this side and this side. So you can connect it, whatever is gonna work best for you in terms of the space that you have. Okay, so not exciting, right, to see things empty. So I'm gonna pull a couple of full pieces here, and I'm gonna have Susie pan down and look at how those things work on the desktop. So here we are with the tool bucket. Now, I have this set up with crafting things, right? I've got my ruler, my scissors, a hole punch, colored pens in there. But think about your desk at home. Do you need just that much more space on your desk at home? This is the way to do it. So this could just as easily be all of your basic tools and supplies for your work desk. Do you have a workshop in your garage where you need somewhere to put those tools and supplies, gain that little bit of extra space? It's great in the garage. Okay, here's my basic bin, right? And you can see, again, loaded up with adhesives, and they just hook onto the bar. It's so simple. I'm going to pull this up again here, Susie, so you can. So the little hooks on the side are just going to hook into the bar. That is, if you have your glasses on, that's a little bit easier. That is as difficult as it is. You just clip it over the bar and you are good to go. So really simple, and really simple to rearrange them, right? So sometimes you set something up, and the way you set it up is wrong. You have to take it all down, and with this, you're just going to slide and move those things around. Okay, now we're going to go to that basic bin. I'm going to show you the goodies in the basic bin. So here it is. I've got it hooked on there, right? Paper trimmer, right? How often do you bury your paper trimmer? It is a thing that you're using all the time. Well, now it can just be hanging off the side of your desk. Pull it out, use it, cut your paper, drop it back in. So it's really fast and easy to do that. So it works great for your paper taker. It works awesome for paper as well. So here's an entire rainbow collection. If you're working on something and you just want to have that paper right next to you. Now I have used 8.5 by 11 A4 paper, which is both sizes fit in here. And then I have used our vertical 8.5 by 11 storage pockets for my scraps and that type of thing. But again, I want you to think along the lines of, that could be my workspace. That could be, if you're working from home now, or you have kids or grandkids who are homeschooling right now, this is the perfect way to create a workspace where they can keep all of their supplies organized as well. So 8.5 by 11 A4, notebooks, anything like that, all of it is going to fit in the basic bin. You know what else is going to fit in there? Your cutting mats, your smaller cutting mats, the 9 by 11 cutting mats, no problem. Those are going to go in the basic bin as well. Okay, let me tell you what else. Oh, well, first, I should tell you, you can add, I'm going to slide these down a little bit. You can add to your hang and hold collection the cup holder. And the cup holder also doubles as a tool bucket, right? So I've got here my beverage in there, you do water bottle, I've got a nice tea in there, canned soda, anything like that is gonna fit right in there. Now this can either clip onto the bar, or it can also clip, doing this over the top here, onto the front of one of the other bars. So depending on how you have your space arranged and what you want to put in there, it's a perfect way to even maximize that space. So when you're picking up your hang and hold collection, you want to be sure and add to that the cup holder piece, because again, I mean, think about it, you could put any kind of tool in this, crafting tools, you might need a place to just throw your giant tape runner, or just have your extra hole punches, that kind of thing. So it's a huge accessory, but really, you don't want your beverage sweating or leaking onto your tabletop, so it's perfect to have it off the table with everything else. It's in a cloth bag, it's absorbing that sweat, so it's going to keep your workspace clean as well. So it's a no-brainer to add the cup holder to the full hang and hold collection. Okay, so one of the things that came about with the hang and hold when I first started playing with it when I got it home was that it is perfect on a picnic table. So if you think about setting up your outside table for lunch or dinner or whatever it is, there's a couple things that always happen. If you're using a tablecloth, it blows around. Once you clamp this onto the end of the table, now you've controlled that tablecloth at least at one end. But the other thing is, your supply bin is the perfect place for all of your condiments, right? So you can put those all in that supply bin. Now they're not on the table. You've got plenty of room on the table. You can use your tool bucket for your knives, forks, spoons, right? So you're creating this whole little picnic platter, this picnic space. The basic bin, you're thinking, what am I going to do with the basic bin? Then 9-inch paper plates, perfect in the basic bin. So your paper plates, your napkins, these are things that also blow around, right? But here is the piece de resistance for the picnic taker. There it is. Woo! Right? I just took the dividers out of my, what is it called? Now I took the dividers out of my tool bucket, and now it is a different sort of tool, right? A different sort of tool bucket. But here's the beautiful thing, which my mother, who just turned 76 this week, said to me, oh, how much weight will that hold? Could I get 6 of the tool buckets, and then the next time I have a party, all the different wines could have their own little thing. I could just open them and put them in there. And I was like, Mom, you are 76. You might need to dial that back a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding that she came up with the idea, though. That was totally her idea. Like, what a great way to host a party. But again, it brought it to that next level. Because even at a party, you could have condiments, napkins, paper plates in there, neat and tidy, on the edge of the table. It just, I think the most beautiful thing about the hang and hold system is that it gives you that little bit more space, right? We all need, and not only is it a little more space, it's a little bit more space that you're organized in. I mean, you are literally forced to be organized. It's not just a bin where you're dumping things into it. You've got all the compartments, the perfect containers for all the things that you need. Okay, I'm having so much fun here. I can't remember what I said. Did we talk about hanging it on my cart? I don't think we have.
No.
So let's, Susie, you want to pan down and you can take a look at, so this is my paper cart, the back side of my paper cart. So if you have the paper cart, if you purchase it from us or from HSN, I have just attached a hang and hold to the back of the paper cart, and now I can use it whether I'm working with the Gemini or a Cricut. I can put cutting plates and tools and the cords and all of those things right on the back side of the cart. Now, if you don't have the cart, but you do have your Gemini or your Cricut on a shelf or on a table, you can attach it to the shelf right in front of one of those things, or right on the table in front of one of those things. Still have all of your tools and supplies right there at your fingertips, no matter what type of cutting machine you're using. Now, there is one caveat to doing that. The hang and hold bar is heavy metal. When you get this, you are going to say, wow, I cannot believe the construction of that product. It is heavy duty, it is great quality, but because it's heavy duty, it is also heavy. So when you're putting things onto the edge of your cart or onto the edge of a, well, not so much a table, but onto a shelf, keep that in mind. Now what you're doing is adding that weight to one edge, so you got to balance that somehow. So it's perfect with a heavy Cricut machine or a heavy Gemini machine. So it's a great accessory to your paper cart if you want to be able to have your tools and supplies for that piece of equipment all together. And you know, that's always my mantra, George. Keep things together you use together. Now, I know, George, you're ready for a big party. You're going to need all of your tool buckets loaded up. What are you going to do with your hang and hold, George?
Well, I think with my hang and hold, I am going to have sauces like tomato ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise. You know, imagine doing a barbecue. Thinking about your mum's idea with a picnic, you could do it with sauces and everything like that. What a great idea. I'm at this side of the studio. I'm having a great time over here. Under here, there are some loads of bottles of alcohol on these wonderful hang and holds. I'm messing with you. Look at this, a great deal on the hang and holds. Now remember, you are getting the hang and hold mechanism. You're also getting everything that you see here. Now remember, the cup holder is separate, okay? So I'll move that in that second. So this is what you're getting in this bundle deal. Remember, this is the UK price. It's $55.99. You're saving yourself £20 on this, on everything there. Tiffany has shown you that range of different ideas that you can do with this. USA, $79.99. You remember, there is a bit of a delayed dispatch for you guys over in the States, but what a great addition this is going to be. Whether you like Tiffany has just showed you there, maybe you're not using it in your crafting room, maybe you're using it for in your garage, maybe you're using it for your kids in their playroom. There's so many different versions that you can use for this, and you guys are absolutely loving this, especially loving the idea with the wine bottle. Brenner on YouTube, woohoo, craft and wine. I don't have to worry about spilling. No, you do not have to worry about spilling. That's what we want to make sure that you don't spill any alcohol when you're crafting. Craft and drink sensible. That's what we want to say. Now, you may need some other additions to your kit. Remember, you can buy more of the different sets. You may need more hang and hold bars. You can buy them individually. $18.99 for us guys over here in the UK. If you guys are over in the States, $28.49. What a great deal and what a great saving that is. And remember, you're saving yourself 5%. Maybe you are going to need more of the bins. Maybe you need more of the wonderful bins. The supply bin here. Remember, it's a great deal. You've seen it. $18.99, $23.74, saving yourself 5% again, and that brilliant platinum price again. Then you've also got the wonderful tool bucket as well. Nice and deep and sturdy, like Tiffany's just shown you there. So many variations that you can utilize this for. £18 4 pence, $18.99, saving yourself 5% as well, and that incredible Club Inspire Platinum price as well. And you've also got the basic bin as well. £18 for $23.74. Now remember, to complete the collection, whether it's coffee, iced tea, bottle of gin, whatever you're drinking, you're gonna need the cup holder, okay? I'm telling you now, you've seen how good it is, you've seen how strong it is and what it is holding. It's an incredible deal, and it's gonna be a great addition to your hang and holds collection. $13.29, $18.99, and that incredible platinum price. I love this set, and like we've seen, there's not just crafting you can do with this, so many different items and so many different ideas. Guys, you are loving this. Supreme Coldwell on YouTube. I bought some Totally Tiffany bundles a few weeks ago, and I've gone mad since. Loving Lois, the scrap rack, project planners, and the desk organizer thingy. I'm not good with names. There are a lot of names, but you guys will love to learn the names. You'll know them all very, very soon. And Kylie on Facebook got my paper takers ordered today, along with some storage pockets. Thinking of getting rid of some of my Crafters Companion subscription boxes because you run out of space, so all the paper and cardstock should go very well in the 8x8 paper taker. It's all about organisation with our wonderful Tiffany over in Arizona. Remember, the hang and hold set is utilising it for whatever you need, crafting whatever you need. But like we were saying before, you remember the vinyl rolls and the 12x12. Maybe you need some vinyl rolls. Tiffany, how do we use these in our crafting life?
Oh my gosh, you are going to love these. Okay, so they were designed for vinyl, which I'm going to show you. Let me show you what you get in the kit. You get 6 of these things. That doesn't look exciting, does it? You get 1 of these things, and you get 1 of these things. And you know, one of the problems with my products is I try to make them as clear as possible, so they're great for storing, so you can see what you got, especially as we get a little older, right? So things that are clear make it really easy to see into. This is a pocket, you're gonna use it for your scraps. This is the tray, you're gonna use it for your rolls. These are the vinyl roll sleeves. This is what keeps your vinyl or your paper or whatever it is you need to roll up. Maybe you're gonna roll up some gift wrap this holiday season. This keeps it rolled up, but no rubber band, no tape, nothing's getting crunched. Okay, not exciting, empty, let me show you. Oh, okay, one of the other things, if you are new to Totally Tiffany, did you see that? If I need vinyl, right, it's right on my shelf. I work in this idea of what can I get with just one hand, which is why you'll see that so much of our stuff is this wide as the max, has the hole in it, has the tab on it, because I want you to be able to put your things away really easily and bring them out really easily. So here it is, the vinyl roll organizer tray fully loaded up. Here is that scrap pocket. So one of the nice things about being able to roll up your vinyl is that the big scraps you can roll right back in, and then you can put your vinyl sleeve around the outside. Look at that. I've protected the vinyl. I can still see it. I know if I've got scraps rolled up in there, pop it into whatever. So you might have your vinyls organized by color or by style or type, right? You've got heat transfer vinyl, you've got repositional vinyl, you've got permanent vinyl, sparkly vinyl, printed, all of those things. They're all going to fit in here rolled up inside your vinyl roll organizer sleeve. So it makes it so easy to organize. And then again, you're just going to slide that, excuse me, pocket of scraps right in. So now you have your vinyl and your scraps. Get it labeled, get it on the shelf, and you are good to go to be able to access any of your vinyl products. Or as I mentioned earlier, you might be rolling up 12x18 paper or 12x24 paper, and you want to store it somewhere nice and neat, again, visual and accessible. So like beating a dead horse, every time we come out with a product, it ends up solving problems for so many other uses. So vinyl roll organizer, ideal, of course, for vinyl. But because of the dimensions of it, it also fits 12 by 12. So if you are using our Scrapmaster, right, to organize collections of product, you can also use this as a way to file those right on a shelf. And now, depending on how thick they are, you might get 3 in there, you might get 2 in there. If you have a really fat one, you might only get 1. But now you've taken that file and you've been able to put it vertical on the shelf, and at the same time, you're able to pull it off and on the shelf. Fast, easy, simple. What is this? Oh yes, this is all foil. I've got a foil plate in the back. I've got different types and sizes of foil tucked in. I have got my foil quill, and look at this. I cut my vinyl roll sleeve, turned it into a pocket, because anytime you're working with a small tool, you've got all this cord and stuff to take care of. I put it all into this pocket. Now it's in the box. I've got everything I need if I'm going to work with foil, and I'm going to pull it off and on the shelf. It's just that simple. It's just that easy. But again, out of your, I'm not going out of the craft room yet. Stay with me. We all love our punch boards, but punch boards are horrible to store because they're not flat. So no matter how you put this on a shelf, it's not going to be flat. You can't stand it up. If you lay it down, nothing's flat on top of it. But dropping it into a vinyl roll organizer tray, these are the accessories, right? This is the pinwheel one. So I've got the paper that came with it. I've got the instructions, which otherwise I would probably lose. I've got the little pinwheel handles. And again, it's just going right back on my shelf. So if you have tools like punch boards and you're not using them because they're buried somewhere or you have to dig them out, or the cutters in them pop out and then you've lost the cutter, you don't know where that is, putting them into the vinyl roll tray is the perfect way to get them organized and keep them visual. And you really can max out that space on your shelf, right? So the other thing that I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing me say is left to right, back to front, and top to bottom. Fill your space, but make it accessible. And that is what this product does. So obviously a plethora of uses right in your craft room. This I pulled off my desk this morning, right? So these are all just different projects that I'm working on. Now just stored in there nice and neat and easy. I can pull out that notebook. You can see I have my little Sharpie, whatever, which each project is. So it makes it really simple and really easy. The other thing is, a lot of you know this, my studio and office are outside of my house. So if I'm going to take work home, oh my goodness. One thing I totally forgot to mention, you know it's coming. For those of you who are totally Tiffany fans, Lois. How many vinyl roll organizers can you fit in your lowest tote, right? And I believe the number is 5. I believe the number is 5, actually. So especially if you're organizing things like your kits, right, in your Scrapmaster organizers, and you want to travel with those, you can just drop it in there. It's going to stay organized. It's going to stay neat. One of the other cool things about getting this vertical division inside a Lois tote is that for your smaller buddy bags, right? Okay, I only have 2 in here so far. So that's 2. This is 3. If you want to take smaller buddy bags and you want to keep them vertical, now we've got a special on some of these smaller buddy bags today as well. But now I can take these buddy bags, I can load them in there, and again, I've got that vertical access to everything that's in my tote, right? I can pull this out, I can pull this out, I can pull these out, and I'm not digging to the bottom, right? Because everything is vertical. So that vinyl roll organizer is going to help you do that. So I have 3 in there, and I believe 4 might be my limit. Let's check it out. I can't see it. Yep. So you can get 4 vinyl roll trays, VROs we call them, into your Lois tote very, very comfortably. So of course, for those of you who are using Lois, that's a no-brainer. What else are you going to put in there? Look at me, journal junkie, you know it. So I've got this whole collection of journals. The thing that I really want to impress upon you though, more than anything else, is look how easy it is for me to get my supplies, right? One of the things that people tell me over and over again is the reason I don't craft as much as I would like to is because it's so hard to pull my supplies out and put them back and clean it up, and it makes a mess, and the amount of time I spend looking for things. All of the Totally Tiffany products are designed by crafters for how crafters work. So it's not some box or bin or tote that somebody is designing in some big factory somewhere who doesn't actually craft. We think about, I need to get that off the shelf. I need to take it with me. I need to be able to use it right on my workspace so that I don't have to pull everything out of it and then put it back on the shelf. And that is one of the magical things about Totally Tiffany overall, this product specifically. I can load up my tote, take it with me, and when I get home, putting all of the things that I have loaded into my tote away in their little empty space on the shelf is so simple and just takes a few minutes because I'm not spending my time organizing and reorganizing my supplies. I've been able to travel with them in an easy way, in a simple manner, and put them back in that same simple manner. Boom. Everything's done. Lois goes flat. She's going to go back in the back of my car in case I buy a Costco chicken because she's the perfect bag for transporting your roasted chicken into the house from a shopping trip. So the vinyl roll organizer set is going to give you one box, one pocket, one scrap pocket, and then 6 of the sleeves. Now, another little known fact about the sleeves, you can actually cut them. So if you are using something like the small Cricut rolls, the shorter ones instead of the tall ones, you can cut them to fit that small Cricut roll, right? So don't worry that you're thinking, oh, I have the Cricut Joy rolls, those are going to be too big. Just cut it. So super easy. Okay, George, now I want to know what creative use you have for the vinyl roll organizer. Give me something new.
Well, because you've got your Costco roast chicken, which took me completely by surprise, I'm just thinking I buy cucumbers or a zucchini. You want to keep it fresh. You want to keep it safe. You don't want it to get bruised on travel. That's all I'm saying. Guys, a great deal here. Are you seeing how much you can use the 8-piece vinyl roll organizer set? It's here today. Like Tiffany's just shown you, there's so many uses for these pieces of storage. They're not just one-trick ponies. There's so much you can do with them, and you've seen that as well. Again, it fits in there, nice and easy, nice and simple. Maybe wrapping paper, this Christmas, the holidays, you're getting ready, you're going to keep yourself organised. Like Tiffany said, most of you crafters say, oh, the reason I don't craft is because I'm not organised. Tonight is the night to get on that. £8.99, $13.49, that platinum price as well. You're still getting your points. We are here today launching our brand new paper takers from Totally Tiffany. Let's take you through it. A lot of you guys are asking a lot of questions. I'll try and answer them as I go through. First of all, we're starting with a 5x7. Remember, all the Totally Tiffany's equipment, it comes with that wonderful strong handle. It's clear, it's see-through. You can see exactly what you are getting. You also remember, on the product, you've also got this on the side, which I think is brilliant. You've also got this little handle, so everything can be pulled off the shelves. Plus, just here as well, you've also got the little pocket to put in the little label, so you know exactly what is in there to keep yourself organised. It's going to allow you to travel. You can put whatever you want. DVDs could fit in there if you want to take a few DVDs with you, CDs, whatever you need. Maybe it's not for crafting. £8.49, $10.19. Over half the stock has gone on these already. We've also got a 6x6s as well. Again, it's got a great design, the handle on the side with the pouch there for you can put whatever you've got in there so you can keep yourself organised. 60% of the stock has gone on the 6x6s, £9.34, $11.04. And like Tiffany showed you, you can also put your Spectrum Noir pens in here. You can put the Spectrum Noir pens in there. I think it's like 24 or 48 pens in one of these bags. How incredible is that? Then you've also got the 8x8 as well. Again, a great set. This is really popular. 60% of the stock has gone. Big enough, guys, to fit your tri-blends in here. If you need something to store your tri-blends, again, remember, it comes with that tray in there as well. When you open it up inside, you've got the plastic tray, which you can construct as well. That's in there, keeping yourself nice and organised with the label. £14.44, $16.14, saving yourself 15%. And as Tiffany said, which I'm going to probably pronounce wrong, the pièce de résistance, the 12, that's rubbish, 12x12. Wow. 50 of these are remaining. This is extremely limited stock. Not just limited stock, it's like extreme limited stock. 12 by 12. Remember, it's the exact same with that strong handle, vinyl. It's clear. You've got the handle on the side. You've got the pouch, so you can keep it nice and organized. You know exactly what's in there. Less than 50 of these remain, guys. £14.44, $16.14. 15% saving. It's got 5 pads in there. Just bear that in mind. That's how much is in there. Right, Tiffany, there's a lot of love coming today. So much love for everything, especially with our brand new paper takers. What are you going to be showing us next?
You know what? This is the must-have item in your craft room, and once you get it in your craft room, you will want it everywhere in your home. The Craft and Carry workstation is the solution for this mess. Can you see my desktop? This is what it looks like when I'm crafting, right? It is a mess. I am tapping and searching. There's my scissors. Where's that marker? Where's that embellishment I took out? I don't know what happens with craft space, but you start off with this amazing amount of space, and by the time you're actually working on your project, you're down to this little tiny area that you're trying to get your project done in, and that is what the Craft and Carry workstation is going to address for you. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk.
We have some difficulties there with Tiffany. Right, we'll get Tiffany back. Oh, she's back. Back in the room.
I'm back.
Oh, she's back. There she is. Glad to see you again.
You can't lose me, people. I am with you. I'm on it. Okay, so the Craft and Carry workstation, I've got this mess, and I don't need to have it. The Craft and Carry workstation was designed that you keep it empty, and then when you start a project, instead of pulling everything out that you need and spreading it all over your workspace, you grab a Craft and Carry workstation and you put all of those things. You may walk around your craft room or go into your craft closet and find all the things that you think you're going to use for that project, and you just start pulling them out and loading them into the pockets and sleeves of your Craft and Carry workstation. So whether it's colored markers or cutting tools, anything that you think, oh, specifically, I'm going to use on this project. So I've got all the paper, right, the 12 by 12 paper that I'm going to work with on this project. I've got the scraps of paper that I want to use. I've got some pre-cut dies, all the things that I would normally haul out to work with, or in this case, start working with. They're all going to fit right here. Now notice it's staggered. I've got these this sort of stair step of things so that I can actually stagger the products by size and actually see them. So whether I've got embellishments in these little pockets, or I've got different sizes and shapes of paper, I might have pulled out a ruler, a template, or even this long embossing folder because I want to use those. I've got this nice long pocket down the side. I can store those in there. I've got scissors. Now, here's one of the really great things. These little guys, these tiny embellishments that normally just get buried on your desk, you've got these nice clear pockets. There's 3 of them, so you can take your tiny things, maybe it's embellishment, maybe it's a scrap, load them into those pockets. Here's a big thing, especially for us, dies, right? They're lightweight, they disappear, they're expensive. You don't want to lose them, so you might haul out a set of dies like I did with these tag dies. Now I can stuff them into this pocket. I can put them in the front. I can put them in this little pocket right here. And now they're accessible. I can see them. I can use them and stuff them right back into the pocket. And I am not burying them on my workspace. So now my workspace is actually a workspace where I can literally, this is a 12 by 12 pocket, so if you've got your scraps or what you're keeping. Now, one of the cool things about this bundle is that it is also coming with the pop-up trash can, which you always need when you're crafting, right? So I'm going to pop up my trash can, I'm going to drop it on the floor right next to my chair, and I am ready to spread out my double page layout here. I've got the pictures, I've got my background paper, I've got my main elements, and now right here, not only easy to get to, easy to see, and easy to use, do I have all of my supplies. Super simple. I can take my paper trimmer and slide that into the back pocket as well. I've got all my workspace, right? Everything, no matter if it's baker's twine or ink or embossing powder or Nuvo drops, any of those things, they're all right here. So as I use it and put it back, I can keep my workspace clean and tidy. So this is brilliant for that. My workspace is clean and tidy. It's easy to keep working. I can find everything. It solves that problem, right? Great. What if you're going to a crafting event where your space is even more limited? If you use this to pre-plan your whole project, you can pick it up, take it to the crafting. Oh, guess what? Guess how you're going to get it to the crafting event? You know it. In your lowest tote. It fits in the lowest tote. So you are going to take that, you're going to drop it into the lowest tote, and you are going to be out the door with everything you need. Next most wonderful thing about this is when you get home, you're going to take it out of your lowest tote, and you are going to be able to literally walk around your craft room, replacing those items that you took. Oh, I'm frozen. It's so sad. I don't even like to be cold. So freezing isn't good.
We'll just come back to me very, very shortly, Tiffany. Guys, loads of love coming in for this today. Panda Crafts asks on YouTube, which buddy bags are the best for a newbie on Totally Tiffany for starting off on my organising journey? Tiffany is back with us in the room. Question for you, before we come back to you, Tiffany. What's that? What's happened? Hold the... Yep. Sold out. The 12 by 12 paper tracer, it has gone, guys. It is sold out. I told you, we warned you, it has gone. It has sold out, guys. I can't believe it. Well, actually, I can believe it. So, yes, all right, Georgina. Let me ask you again. Tiffany, Panda Crafts on YouTube, asks, which buddy bags are the best for a newbie on Totally Tiffany for starting off on my organising journey? I need lots, but I can't afford all at once. What would you recommend?
I would totally recommend taking advantage of the specials that go on here for buying them, because today we've got a couple of different bundles. I'm going to talk about them later, so that's a good, you get an extra value with those bundles, right? So you definitely want to shop them when they're on sale. It really depends on what you have in your collection. So there are some really basic things. The Shelley, the Edna, the Leanne bag, the Denise. These are all, well, you can't really go wrong with any of them. So what I would suggest for you to do is take a look around your craft room. What's in disarray? Do you need something for paints or washi tape or markers? Maybe paper is your biggest concern, or embossing folders. And then choose the right buddy bags. One of the keys to getting organized and being successful with getting organized is doing a small thing, right? Because our craft rooms are so overwhelming that if you can just organize one thing, maybe it's going to be washi tape, right? So here's a Shelley bag loaded with Christmas washi tape. If you have a pile of washi tape on your desk and you get it organized into your Shelley bag, then you are going to be like, oh wow, that wasn't so hard. I can do that. If I can use one buddy bag and get little things organized, I can do the next little thing and the next little thing, and before you know it, you are well on your way to having all of your craft supplies organized. The other thing that's going to be really helpful, I'm starting a new Get Organized Challenge on Monday. It's a 12-week Get Organized Challenge. It's completely free. Join me for that Get Organized Challenge, and I will walk you through step by step how to get all of those supplies organized, and you will learn a ton about Totally Tiffany products. But you can't go wrong with any buddy bag. Look around your room, choose 3 or 4 things you want to organize, and then buy the buddy bags that work with those things.
Perfect. We're going to be going
through all of them later.
We are, yeah, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth, Tiffany. What you like, eh? Right, so back to our wonderful workstations. You're just showing, it comes up with the, what were you just about to show us with the workstation, Tiffany?
I'm not sure where I froze at, so I'm hoping that you saw me clean up my workspace. But one of the really great things about this is you can travel with it, right? Did you hear me say it will fit in your lowest?
Yes, the lowest bag, yes.
You can take it in the lowest. When you get home, though, you've got all of this. And when I say home, it could be, you could be finished with your project on your desk at home or travel home with your workstation. But one of the great things about it is you can literally carry it around your craft room, putting things away, right? So stamps into your stamp storage. This one didn't come out of there, so there's no space for it. But you've got your embossing powders, you've got your re-inkers, all of those things. You can just walk around your craft room, putting things away where they belong. It's so much easier to keep your things organized and to keep your room tidy when it's easy to do it. So that is one of the huge benefits to the craft and carry workstation, is that you have that, I'm just going to walk around, I'm going to put my tools away, I'm going to put my pens away, I'm going to put the paper scraps where they belong. Super simple. And then you're going to fold your craft and carry workstation flat, put it on the shelf. It comes with a wraparound band that'll hold it closed. Put it on the shelf and store it until the next time you're ready to craft. So I say that is what it was designed for. And now, I'm sure you can look at the comments, people have multiples of them and they leave them set up all the time and they're using them for all different kinds of things. My mother, who also is a little bit of a planner junkie, but she's not as big of a planner junkie as I am, so she doesn't need nearly as much storage for planner supplies. She has switched over to using a craft and carry workstation with all of her basic planner things, right? So obviously the planner fits right in there, the pages fit in there, washi tape, rulers, punches, stamps, your shape punches for the calendar days.
There, you're back. Yay!
I'm back.
Yeah.
All of the refill pages are going to fit in there. And again, I'm just using the vertical 8.5 by 11 dividers. So you're going to find that it works great for not only crafting what it was intended for, it is also a great desktop organizer just with your desktop supplies. My sister, you may have seen me, I did a makeover in her craft room, and her grandson comes and crafts with her. She has two workstations. One is his, one is hers, and he can keep all of his basic things in there, slide it on the shelf, and when he's not there, she can store it easily, and when he comes back for a visit, he can pull it off the shelf and he's ready to go again with it. So the craft and carry workstation, like I said, it's going to come flat. You are going to find the little inserts. These are the bottom inserts. You're going to stuff them into each section. That is what's going to give your craft and carry workstation the perfect structure. So you've got 3 of them. Don't be afraid to really push them down in there. They're supposed to be nice and snug and tight. And then you've got the Velcro pieces that come across. So you can leave those flat and then you have big open sections, or you can pull them out and create smaller sections within your craft and carry workstation. It is big enough for 12 by 12, which you probably saw. You've got ruler storage and these 2 long pockets down the side. You've got these extra gusseted pocket, or these extra mesh pockets with the elastic at the top here. And again, place for your long tools here. Stamps, dies, any of our pockets, whether they're 12 by 12, all the way down to the 5 by 7 and 6 by 6 pockets, they all fit in there. So it's easy to pull from your collection, put it in there, and be good to go. And of course, you're getting that pop-up trash can, and it fits right in the back. So, what color are you going to put on your desk, George?
I think I'm going to go for black. I like the black. I think it matches my heart. I think it brings out my true colours. No, do you know what? I love them all. I absolutely love these. And you guys, I love these. Supreme Cold One on YouTube. I got mine a few days ago and I can't believe it. I never live without it. Let's take you through the different colour options, which you can see here. Let's take a closer look at them. We're starting first with the black workstation with the pop-up trash can. Now, the black pop-up trash can has sold out. So you're going to be getting the blue trash can alongside the black one here. That's $29.99, $34.99. All the same price. You got the black workstation with the blue trash can. Coming up next, you got a turquoise workstation with a pop-up trash can. Remember, the colours do vary a little bit from the workstations to the trash can. You're also getting that blue trash can with a turquoise workstation at the same price. You've also got the purple workstation with a pop-up trash can. Again, what a brilliant addition this is going to be into your life. You're getting that trash can $29.99, $34.99. Alternatively, pink may be your colour of choice. Again, you're getting the workstation, you're getting the trash can, $29.99, $34.99. It works out that in every deal, you're going to be getting this trash can absolutely free. And just so you got a size, it's 12 inches. You know, that is a fairly big size trash can. Look at that, how big. Come on, it's a hat. But it's massive. That's how big. If it can fit my head in there, it's a big trash can. Let me tell you that for free. Guys, loads of love. Remember, that 12 by 12 inch paper tray has sold out, guys. If you are wanting that, it has sold out. We did warn you. Lots of questions coming in on how to sign up for the 12-week organised challenge. We'll ask Tiffany about that on the other side of our adverts. We'll ask about that organising challenge. So you know a lot of you are asking about that. We'll get that answer for you after this. See you in a minute, guys.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with tutorials and demonstrations. Our family of experts.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Hi, welcome back to Craft House here on Crafters TV. My name's George Akid. It's a great evening, a great afternoon wherever you are in the world. Loads of love coming in. Wendy Myers on Facebook saying that she wants one of every colour of the Craft and Carry cases. And Supreme Caldwell, I hope I said it right. George, I love the way you say my name. For some reason, most people mispronounce my last name. Go figure. Caldwell. It's obvious to me, that one. It's lovely to have you. It is our Totally Tiffany Takeover. If storage is your game, as you can see, storage galore. I've got it all here for you today. I did not like that angle, or capital D. Tiffany is with us over in Arizona. Good afternoon, is it, Tiffany?
It's early afternoon here yet. You know,
Perfect.
We're the late risers, so it's not quite cocktail time yet, even though it's Saturday. I guess that's the defining factor here on a Saturday. Thanks so much for having me. I'm totally excited to be here today.
Absolutely.
Can we talk a little bit about the Get Organized Challenge?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking. And just to let you know, it's 8 p.m. here in the UK, so technically, it's time for a cocktail, I think. Now, yeah, loads of people were asking about your 12-week organising challenge. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
It is super simple. It's free. It's fun. You'll get your craft stuff organized, your craft room. And when I say craft room, that could be a whole room. It could be a closet. It could be a few totes that you shove under the bed. I'm going to help you organize all of those things. It's really simple. Pop onto the website, sign up for the email list. It is going to start on Monday. This particular Get Organized Challenge is hosted by Creative Scrapbooker Magazine. So we are going to be presenting on their website and on their Facebook page. If you sign up, though, for our email list, you'll get an email with all the details. You can also go to Creative Scrapbooker Magazine's website, and you can sign up for our email list there. Just search 12-Week Challenge. There'll be lots of information on Facebook and all of those places. I will definitely get some posts up after the show today right on our social media. So Facebook, Instagram, I will get make sure that those things are out. As a matter of fact, they could be popping up there as I speak, actually, but it's going to be really easy to sign up. And I'm going to take you through one step at a time. We're going to start with, setting yourself up for success. And then we're going to work through paper and dies and stamps and punches and embellishments and photos and planning. And it's all covered. It's free. It's easy. It's fun. And you're going to meet a ton of other crafters who are struggling with getting organized as well. So you're going to be inspired and motivated. I promise you. People have said in the past, this was the best investment of time I have ever made in crafting. So hopefully we're going to take your craft room to that next level, and you are going to fall in love with crafting again, which is my mission. Oh.
Great idea, loads of love for it. Katie on YouTube, who wants a laugh? I woke up and was looking for Second Chance Sunday and couldn't work out why it said it was in 24 hours. No kidding, I thought it was Sunday. No, it's Saturday night, daytime, wherever you are, with the Craft House. Now, we are going to take a look at these wonderful buddy bags. First of all, Tiffany, we're starting with Stephanie, is that right?
Stephanie, yes, we are. Here she is. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about buddy bags if you're unfamiliar. So if you are brand new to buddy bags, what makes them unique? I have to pull out a second one here because Stephanie's a little bit unique in and of herself. Each of the buddy bags have that clear plastic liner, right? So that is what gives them their durability, their strength, and keeps them the right shape to hold your supplies. So when you get them, the interior boxes are folded flat and they're crystal clear. So make sure when you open your package of buddy bags, you look for that liner. Stephanie was designed around ink. So for those of you who know Stephanie Bernard, Stamps of Life, she's one of my besties. And so this bag was named for her. Okay, so what you're going to find in the Stephanie bag is a sheet of stickers that looks like this. And then she comes with 4 of these little insert boxes, right? So different buddy bags have different boxes on the inside. I mean, you know what? It's not exciting to look at them clear. So let me just pull this out here. So here she is all loaded up. And what I've done with these little stickers, they're stickers, but they're paper. So they really absorb ink very, very well. And you can see I've used them on the front of these ink pads because the manufacturers do the best job they can matching the ink to the labeling on the packaging, but we know it's not always 100%. That's why the stickers are there, so you can use them to get that better label. Then the boxes pull out the top with, again, a little finger hole, so you can get to your inks, but you can also store them flat, and you can see them. So I want you to notice, it looks like these are in the bag backward, right? Here's the front flap. If you put these ink pads, let me get a full one, this way, you are going to lose the visual on the top ink pad. So put them in what you feel like might be backward, and then you will be able to see all of those. So the Stephanie bag is going to hold 6 or 7 ink pads, depending on the type, per section. So you're going to get somewhere between 24 and 28 ink pads in a Stephanie buddy bag, and you are getting 3 of them. So if you are an ink pad junkie, this is the bundle for you. What else fits in there, though? Anything that's about that same size. So this is 24 paint bottles, right? You might have spritzes and sprays. You might have a different kind of ink that's a little bit taller or a little bit narrower. You might get more or less in there, but you are going to find tons of uses for this Stephanie buddy bag, and you are getting 3 of those. And like I said, each of them includes the sticker sheet, so you can label anything that's going into that bag. She has the pull-out handle on the side. Really simple. You're going to love her. She's a bestseller for a reason. Karen, woo, Karen has been around for a long time. She is a crowd pleaser because she is for card makers. So for those of you who know Karen, who worked with me for years, she was a card maker, and she said, I need something for my cards, please. And that is how we got Karen. So she's got this nice little angle, like an old-fashioned recipe file, cards that you've made, card blanks. Even because she's bigger, even cards that you have wrapped in that cello envelope for protection, they're all going to fit in there. Now imagine you make all these beautiful cards and you want to be able to find them and actually send them out. So you might need, you're going to get 3, but you might be able to label them on the side. Birthday cards, birthday for him, birthday for her, kid's birthday, Christmas, thank you, congratulations, and you will be able to sort and organize all of those cards into your Karen bag. Now, what else fits in the Karen bag besides cards? Our stamp and supply pocket, the 5x7 stamp and supply pocket, and the 5x7 magnet. So if you're looking for a way to store your stamps, see if I've got one in here where the stamps are a little easier to see. So this one has stamps, dies, embossing folder, the whole set that go together, a second set of stamps and dies on the back. So it's a great way to sort and organize dies and stamps in one. I mean, you can see it's just like a little file box. Does it get any better than that? So the Karen Buddy Bag is a dream for anybody that's a card maker. You will love her, and you'll start with 3, and then you'll wish you would have bought 6 or 9, because she has been on board as one of our best sellers for years for a reason. She's so functional. She's just a great bag. All right, who is next on my little goodie bag of buddy bags? Teresa. Oh, you know what? We're going to skip Teresa and go to Brandy for just a minute, because I'm going to have my lovely assistant, Susie, bring me that purple ditto bag that's all the way at the end, and I will talk about Brandy for a minute. Oh, Brandy, where are you? So Brandy is a tall, skinny girl, and she was born because I am a ruler junkie, and I could never find them, and I couldn't get to them, and so I thought, I need a bag that's going to be able to hold those. One of the beautiful things about Brandy is that she will stand up in my lowest tote next to my chair, and I need a ribbon ruler? Do I need a regular ruler? Do I need a centering ruler? Do I need a journaling ruler? What do I need? All of those things right there, and I can just pull them in and out and drop them right back into the bag. Also, if you love Kiwi Lane, if you love those 12-inch border templates or those 12-inch dies, this is going to be the perfect bag for organizing those as well. So with the Brandy, you're going to get 3 of her. Oh, I guess I should say, my husband has 2 of these in the garage. That's one of the other beautiful things about buddy bags, is they work everywhere. And they're just loaded with paintbrushes, right? He has 2 different kinds of paintbrushes. He has his cheap disposable bag, and then he has, these are my expensive paintbrushes, nobody else should use them bag. I use them anyway. Shh, don't tell them. Okay, so, but they're great for anything like that. Even your regular acrylic brushes, even your craft paint brushes, the longer ones, it's going to be perfect in your Brandy bag. So you are going to love working with Brandy. Okay, we were at Teresa, and we're going to talk about the Ditto bag in a minute. Oh no, I told you the wrong bag. Bring me the pink one. Sorry, that's what I get for not really looking, right? You're going to see. Teresa is tucked into my Ditto bag right here. So I'm going to show you right here in the front of my Ditto bag. I have not 1, but 2 Teresas. And so the beauty of these, so what I've done is just roll the lid back, and then I tuck them into the front pocket of my Ditto bag. But this is going to hold, look at this, re-inkers, glitter glues, anything that's got that small 1-inch bottle. 10 of them are going to fit in each Teresa bag. You've got all of your glitters. They're visual, they're accessible. You're going to love working with them. They're going to work with your small rolls of baker's twine as well. You're going to be able to pop those in there. The little blocks of clay, all kinds of goodies. Teresa also is one of the original buddy bags, so she has been a fan favorite for years. I think buddy bags have been around about 9 years now, so very popular, really easy to work with. You are going to love them. Okay, Leanne is next. Leanne is one of the newest additions to the Buddy Bag collection, and she was born because sometimes we just have things that are big and heavy. So Leanne, let's talk about big and heavy. So this Leanne bag is loaded with those oversized punches. They're difficult to store. They're difficult to travel with. So when I designed the Leanne bag, instead of using the clear box that you see in the Karen and the clear box that you see in the Teresa and the Shelley, we put in that big heavy-duty plastic box, so she's going to carry so much more weight. So you can see I've got her loaded with punches. This is my Chalk Couture kit of all my tools for Chalk Couture. They're all in there. If you have other tools like your heat tool, a heat gun, anything that's big and bulky, especially that you're going to travel with, Leanne is going to be the girl. So she is kind of our catch-all. Like, she will, anything that won't fit somewhere else will more than likely fit into your Leanne bag. Denise is a favorite for for markers, not ink pads. She will fit Copics, she will fit Spectrum Noir, she will fit Colorista, and she will fit lots of them. Now, you saw that I have most of my Colorista and my Spectrum Noir pens pulled out of my Denise because I just discovered, they fit in that 5x7 and 6x6 paper takers that we just introduced. So I've got one section here. One of the things about Denise is she has 3 separate boxes, right? 3 separate sections. And that is why my markers are standing up in this front section as opposed to just flopping everywhere in the box. She also is great for smaller cards. So the Karen bag is perfect for those 5x7 cards. You're going to love Denise for 4x6 cards and 4x6 card making supplies, that type of thing. She also works great with our die and stamp storage pockets and the shut your flat tabs there for labeling. So you can create that little file of dies, stamps, embossing folders, cards, markers. So you're getting 3 of hers, 1 for markers, 1 for embossing folders, 1 for card blanks. Maybe you're going to use it for scraps as well. But the Denise Buddy Bag, she's a crowd pleaser. Everybody loves Denise. She just makes people happy. Let's talk about Shelley. Now, Shelley comes out of my shelf all the time. Hey, I just want to say one other thing. If you're new to Buddy Bags, I want you to notice how easy it is for me to pull things off my shelf, right? If I need that washi tape, if I want my Memento ink pads, if I want to send my husband out the door with golf balls, it's right here. It is just that simple and easy to get. Grab it off the shelf, pull it out, use it, and put it back, right? Key to the Totally Tiffany brand. Now, here's another thing. These little barrel ribbons, little barrel curling ribbons. When you pull the ribbon out of the center, the barrel bounces all over the place or knots up. Well, you can put them into your Shelley bag and then use it as a dispenser for that ribbon. So it's not bouncing all over the place. It's not getting lost or squashed, but you can store it right with your wrapping paper and your wrapping supplies. So again, whether you're using it for golf balls, ribbon, or craft supplies, you're going to find that these Buddy Bags work everywhere in your home. My mother has a Teresa Buddy Bag in her refrigerator with batteries in it, okay? So you can use them anywhere. That's the thing my dad started, the batteries in the refrigerator. Okay, who are we going to talk about next? Oh, Monica, wherefore art thou? Monica, there you are. Monica also, no, that isn't Monica. That is Leanne. We need a little bit of Monica in our lives. Now, there it is. Yes, I love her. Okay, but here's the thing. We might have to come back to Monica because Monica seems to be missing from my life at the moment. Who's after Monica? Oh, Edna, my Edna. Edna is a crowd pleaser also. Oh, look, there's Monica. You can't hide from me, sister. Okay. Edna, born for ribbon. Right? Ideal for ribbon. Again, she works as a dispenser for ribbon. So you can pull your ribbon out, like leave a little tail out and just pull it off there. Why is she brilliant for ribbon? Because there's no rod going through the middle. So if you finish off a spool of ribbon, you don't have to take all the other ribbon off to get that spool and remove it. She's just going to sit in her nice, neat little tray. And when that spool is empty, if ribbon is empty, you're going to pull it out and throw it away and slide something else into place. So ideal for ribbon. Lots and lots of us love distress inks. So you will be able to hold 18, well, you can put 19 distress inks into an Edna bag. I only put 18 because I like a little room to pull them in and out, but you can get 19 of them into an Edna bag. The other thing, going back to, here's an Edna with 30, yes, 30 glitter glues, right? So really easy For those of you who know Stephanie Bernard, she has all her glitters in here, and she looks at all those bright colors and she goes, that looks so good, I could just lick it, right? It's a great storage for those. Okay, then this is a dog. This is my emergency dog walking kit. It usually is in my car. But it's got a leash. It's got dog food. Now we have a small dog, for those of you who know Petey. He's a little dachshund. I've got poop bags, of course. I've got a flashlight, and I've got a little dish. So whether I need the dish for food or the dish for water, if I'm out somewhere and I need to feed the dog or walk the dog, something I wasn't planning on, I've got everything I need right there in an Edna bag. So super simple, super easy, so easy to use. Again, so many uses. All right, Monica has appeared in my life again. Here she is. A little bit of Monica. Okay, so 4x6. What else do I need to say? Monica is going to fit things like, so I have photos, this stack of photos here sorted, ready to put into an album. I've got them labeled Max's album, London's album. They're so great for sorting and organizing photos and getting that prep done for an album. Perfect for your smaller 4x6 embossing folders. And again, those smaller 4x6 card blanks. So anything that's 4x6 is going to fit perfectly into your Monica bag. Now, if you have less Tim Holtz distress inks, you could put less of them. If you only have 6 or 8, you could use a Monica instead of the Edna. I don't know anybody who only has 6 or 8 ink pads of any brand, but if that's you, in there you go. Okay, then we're going to talk about Gail, my girl Gail. Oh. All right. Adhesive junkies, here we are, right? Now, one other thing I want to talk about with buddy bags is if you open up your buddy bag, roll back that flap, and tuck it into your drawer. Let me open a couple of them. Right? Roll back your flaps, so you're tucking that Velcro underneath. Now, you can put those right into your drawer in your desk or into a tote or whatever you're using, a basket, and you have created instant organizer in the drawer. You might even want to do this in the bathroom, right? Like organize your bathroom drawers with your cosmetics, with your different buddy bags. And then if you're going to travel with any of these things, you're just going to pull it out of the drawer, close up the lid, drop it into your lowest tote, and out the door you go. So not only Gail, but any of the buddy bags, you can do that same technique with and use them to organize a drawer. And one of the beautiful things about that is you're not reinventing your organization system. You're not onesie, twosie pulling things. You're grabbing your adhesives, closing them up, throwing them into your tote, coming home, opening them up, and putting them right back into your drawer. Super simple way to organize. So Gail is going to work perfectly for, of course, adhesives. She's going to fit 12 of this shape of ink pad, a bunch of different brands in that shape. She is going to work great for paints. If you need to carry a cocktail with you when you go to one of those crafting events, Gail is your girl for that, right? This is the mini bar of buddy bags right here, my friends. Okay, so, right, all right. Deborah, also a fan favorite. Deborah also around since the beginning of the buddy bag revolution here. Oh no, that's not Deborah, that's Terry. You go back on the shelf. This is Deborah, and this is Deborah. Deborah is ideal for markers and colored pencils. So these are the Spectrum, these are the Colorista markers. I'm going to tuck the flaps under, roll back the top, and then I've got another piece of hook and loop there. And the idea behind that is now you can open up your pens or your markers or your pencils and roll back that top, and you have got a ready-made pencil cup marker holder while you're working with them. So it's easy to work out of them. And then again, do you guys get tired of me saying this? It's just so easy to put those things away, close them up, throw them back in your tote bag, and get home or store them on your shelf. All right, what's next? Sue, oh Sue, here you are. This is Runaround Sue maybe, right? She is a big girl also. I've got stored in Sue my big Stampin' Up! Ink pads. Think about Sue not only for Stampin' Up! Ink pads, but for taller bottles and jars like Nuvo drops and that sort of thing. I thought I had a Sue right here for those. But she'll fit all kinds of good. I mean, here's the crazy thing about buddy bags. They all work for so many things. All right, Irene has 2 layers of Velcro. So you can use Eileen for tall things or short things. So I've got small ink pads in here. I've got bigger ink pads in here, and you can see the difference in height. I've got bigger embossing folders in this one, but the unique thing about her is that double row of Velcro. So short things, you're going to pull that lid tight over the top. Taller things, you are going to use the front row, the top row. And now, regardless of the size of those ink pads, you are ready to go and keep those organized and transportable in your Irene bag. And again, awesome to store just on your shelf as well. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Am I going to get in trouble for singing? Okay, Dawn. Look at that. Again, color crayons galore in there, easy to access, easy to see, buttons and any other small type of embellishment. Dawn has 4 individual boxes, so she is a perfect way to organize things into a little filing system or keep things like crayons organized and upright, right? That is the reason that she has the 4 small boxes instead of just one big empty area, so that you can take those other things and put them vertically. Now, as a side note, Dawn will hold, each little bin in Dawn will hold most brands of tea bag. So if you are somebody who likes to take tea to work or keep your tea even organized in your drawer or travel with tea, Dawn is the perfect girl for that as well. This is, one more Dawn. This was from my bathroom. So I bought this jumbo box of Band-Aids. I could never remember what was what size, just sorted them out into a Dawn bag. Barbara is a perfect use for Barbara. Taller sprays and spritzes, but she was designed for your close to my heart magnetic ink pads. So if you are using the bigger magnetic ink pads, you are going to get 10 of them into the Barbara bag, and you are going to get somewhere between 8 and 10 of your spritz and spray bottles into the Barbara bag as well, just depending on the size and shape of those. So you are going to love her as well for those 2 things. Terry, she tried to get off the shelf earlier. Terry is Deborah's twin sister. Well, they're not twins because she's taller. So if you have longer markers, right? So there are those tri-blend markers in the Terry bag. If you have, or different brands, so most of the stamping markers are a little bit taller than the Spectrum or than the Colorista or the Copic. Terry is your girl for those. I've also got a little picnic pack of Terry. So I've got napkins, straws, plastic forks, knives, spoons. Again, going back to, you're going to find so many things in your home that are going to be perfect in a buddy bag. Picnic pack is a perfect example for that. Katya, my friend, look at Katya. She is also a girl who can handle many different types of supplies. So paints and sprays, she also has 4 sections. She is a little bit longer. You can see I've got those really long paint brushes in there. So she's going to hold a little bit more lengthwise. And also, she also works with sewing supplies like bias tape, rickrack, that type of thing. So you can see I've got those organized in a rainbow here. And she works with our small die and stamp pockets. So you can literally create a file system of your small dies and small stamps. And these are my little tracing templates. Anything that often gets lost in your craft room, right? This is the perfect, I just took our little small pockets. I put a sheet of cardstock in there so I could label it. You might have things that already have packaging, right? Small brass stencils. You can use those small pockets in the Katya bag to create a storage solution for all of your small die stamps and things like that. Merle Merle. Now, Merle is the twin sister of who? Oh, it was actually Merle that I showed this in. So Merle and Edna are the exact same size and shape. So they're going to work for all the same things. The difference between Merle and Edna are the ear flaps, right? So Merle was designed specifically around sewing, small sewing tools, seam turners and that type of thing. Things that if you didn't have the ear flaps and you turned it sideways, they might slip out that little gap right there. So Merle is gonna work for everything that Edna works for. And you can even fold in her ear flaps if you don't wanna deal with the extra Velcro on the side, but they are twin sisters. Who is coming next? Let's see. Sarah, you know the Sarah Buddy Bag was designed and named after Sarah Davies for those, again, the tri-blend markers. So the unique thing about this bag is that, and I took a bunch of the markers out of it, but is that it has this, I don't know if you can see it real well on the camera, it has this stair-step effect. It has an insert that goes in the bottom and gives you the levels of markers so it's easier to pull the ones that you need out. So the Sarah Buddy Bag, phenomenally successful or popular for organizing those tri-blend markers. All right, and who is next? I'm sorry, I can't hear. Nancy, my friend. All right, this is Lois's little sister. So this is the Nancy tote. Now the Nancy was designed with coloring in mind because she fits the 9x11 rotating design board, your color book, and a pack of markers, right? But she also works for so many other things. She is just a clear, easy tote to carry anything around in when you don't want to go big with your Lois tote. Now, for those of you who love working with vinyl, this is our little craft club logo. I just put that right on the vinyl side of one of the of my Nancy tote here. But any of the vinyl bags can be labeled or dolled up using your repositionable or permanent adhesive vinyls. If you like to do that, that's an option. They'll stick beautifully onto the vinyl of your bag. You've got an interior pocket here. You've got an exterior snap pocket and those nice shoulder straps. So the Nancy tote is going to be ideal for smaller travels, and she zips closed at the top. So if you don't want something to spill out of that, maybe you're traveling on a plane or something, or you want to be able to tuck something under the seat, Nancy is a go-to bag for that kind of travel as well. I think that's all of the girls. I think I've got them all.
Listen, Tiffany, I call the name like Nancy, Tiffany. Loads of questions coming in. If I do some quick fire questions, would that be all right, Tiffany? Because loads of people are asking questions. So I'm going to quick fire them for you. Gilmore on YouTube, which bag fits the Kalal glue bottles? Which bag would you recommend?
It's the Kalal glue bottle. I think that is something more unique to the UK than us. Is that the one with the red lid?
Yes, the red one, yes.
That is in the side of that pink. I'll work on it. Ask me the next question.
Pammy on YouTube, what bag is for the American craft ribbon spools? Will they fit inside the Shelley bag? I've got a ton of American craft ribbons. Will they fit inside the Shelley bag?
Are they the tiny round ones? If
yes.
They're the tiny round ones, they will fit in the Shelley bag. Yes, they will. And depending on how many of them you have, you may also want to go with the Edna bag and just put them in rows as well.
Perfect. Katie on YouTube, is there a bag that fits a line of soda cans?
That fits soda cans?
Yes.
I don't know. Can you go into the refrigerator in there and grab me a soda can, and I'll work on that one as well.
And final question for the time being, dead on YouTube, can you please show Teresa and Gail to compare sizes, please?
Oh, absolutely. Teresa is kind of tiny, Gail is big, so no cocktails in Teresa, although you might be able to get your little, what are they called, tinctures in there. Okay, I've got a can of Diet Dr. Pepper here, and I think he's a little tall, but if you're putting cans in something, It could be even too tall for Sue. I don't think that I've got anything tall enough. That can't be. How can that be?
Georgie, our director Georgina's head.
Lots of volunteers to name that one after.
Love it.
I'll work on it. I'll work on that. This is one of the great things about your questions is it gives me an opportunity to what is needed out there. What are you struggling with? And I can solve those problems in that situation. So, okay, so I think, Susie, what I'm looking for is a ball of glue with a red top, and I think it's on the back side of the pink crafter. Rotate that around and see what's on the back side. There it is, right there. There it is. It's hiding in the back. Susie is getting a throw me into the fire
Thank you,
situation
Susie.
here today. Too tall.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
There's got to be some.
Oh!
She's got
Barbara. Oh. Well, I don't think. Let's see. Let me see. Now, of course, your ditto bag. Oh yeah, easy in the Barbara. So they're going to go into the Barbara bag, no problem. All right, I feel better. I don't like to be stumped, so
yeah,
that's good.
Absolutely.
In they go.
I love it. Do you know what, Tiffany? There's so many ideas. I do a lot of travelling for work and stuff, and I'm going, yeah, I could do that. Well, that could fit in there. I do a lot of travelling with a show, like cables and bits of equipment and tape and things in case something breaks. I'm like going, yeah, I could use 3 of them, 1 of them. Microphones, I could fit microphones in some of these bags. They are brilliant. So much love. Loads of love coming in from Katie Wilson on YouTube. I could not believe the amazing prices on these buddy bags. And Victoria Baxter, I use Sarah Buddy for my tri-blends. They are perfect for that. And Deborah on Facebook, got lots of bags in storage today. I always like to keep things organised. Remember, we are launching today with wonderful Totally Tiffany, our brand new paper takers. Let's start with our 5x7. Remember, if you're brand new Totally Tiffany, or if you are, you know, as Tiffany keeps saying, a bag junkie, in her words, that are really getting that same quality every single time. You're getting that clearness, you're getting that strong handle, and also remember at the side, you've got that handle, so if you're storing everything on the shelf, you can pull it off nice and quickly, and it's also on every bag of these, it's got a little pouch there, so you can put that piece of paper in there, so you know exactly what's inside your bag. Remember, open it up. And in each side of these taker bags, you've got the wonderful tray as well. So you can pull everything out and push it straight back in. This is the 5x7. Remember, it's starting at that beautiful price, £8.49. Brand new today, guys, and we're also taking 15% off. £8.49, £10.19. Guys, last time I checked, there was 50% of the stock gone. I'm guessing there's a bit more. 60% of the stock's gone now, guys. Get them while you can. Well, we've also got a 6x6. Again, you're getting the same design features. That brilliant plastic, it's white clean. Remember that. Always, if you spill something, maybe you drop an ink, powders, paints, whatever you're using, you can wipe clean straight away. Again, it's that same great design, strong and sturdy. You've got the handle, you've got the pouch down here to get everything in there, plus that strong Velcro. It's going to last you a long time, and the tray inside. £9.34, $11.04. Remember, that is a great saving. How much has gone, producer George? 75% of the stock has gone. If you're wanting these, get them tonight, guys, because they are going to sell out. The 12x12 has already sold out tonight, guys. We've only got the 8x8 left now. So this is the biggest we've got available tonight. Remember, there was a 12x12. It has sold out. 8x8, and it's not going to be long before this is sold out as well. £11.04, $12.74. Again, everything in there that you'd expect from Totally Tiffany. That incredible platinum price. Look at that. Extra 20% off. £8.83, $10.19. Remember, if you're brand new to Club Inspire, never done anything, you're going to get 20% off your first purchase. To imagine tonight, if you've not used Club Inspire before, imagine the discounts you're getting on already the huge savings on Totally Tiffany. There's some bargains to be had. Remember, when you're bronze, you get 5% off. Silver, when you've got 500 points, it's 10%. Gold, you're going to get 750 points. That's the level. 15% off all your orders, and platinum is an extra 20% off. Wendy Myers on Facebook. My mum puts her glue in a Katia bag. Do you know what I love about you guys? Is how much you help each other out so many times. So much stuff coming in today. I absolutely love it. we've also got to do today demo of the day. Now, there's been no demo of the show in this show, but we've got our demo of the day. We started this morning with our wonderful Plenty of Crafts Right. Myself and Jan were here, and the demo of the show for that was the wonderful penny cards. Again, remember the wonderful little rainbow? There it is. Again, there we are. That is brilliant. That is number one. Number two was our craft along. Now this is the not finished version, and it's still amazing. It was the craft along with our brand new creator card dies and stamps. Jan made something which we've never seen before here. It was the wonderful design here with the stamp, with the dies. It is a box which is designed to hold chocolates inside. 2 packs of toffees, or toffees as they are in the States. Again, once I get the ribbon open, again you can see there, now you're missing inside the sentiment and the gold that went around here. Loads of you love this design, and loads of you are going to be making in there. 2 little boxes of chocolate, whatever you decide. That's number 2. So you've got number 1 and number 2. You've got about 5 minutes on them, guys. Plenty of time to get voted in. Loads more to come for you as well. Don't forget, guys, if you are wanting stuff tonight, it's some great prices. Tiffany is over in the States, over in Arizona. Remember, we've got loads of stuff. We're going to look at these, what are behind me here. You can see them here if you've been looking at them tonight. I know our lovely Craig adores his. Craig uses his every single day. I'm not just saying that. I see him walking with it every morning, every day he's here. He has everything inside his Ultimate On The Go collection. It is brilliant. Tiffany, what can we do with these?
The Ditto Tool Tote, again, it is a must-have for your craft room. So we have the Craft and Carry workstation. That is project-centered, right? All the things for a particular project. Your Ditto Tool Tote is your go-to. Like Craig, everything you use every day goes in your Ditto Tool Tote, and then you can carry it with you because it has this nice reinforced handle in the center. And one of the beautiful things about it is it splits open. So you can carry it compact, but then you can open it up and put it across the back of your desktop, and you are going to have access to every basic tool, basic supply that you need, close it up, and take it out the door with you. Now, I know I probably don't need to say this out loud, but it does fit in your lowest tote. So if you want to be able to carry it with you, but you don't want to have the handle in hand, you want to be able to throw it over your shoulder, it is going to fit fully loaded like this one into your lowest tote. So I'm going to open this up so you can see all the goodies. Ooh, one other thing that I need to show you. On the back side, there is a pocket for your paper trimmer, right? So you don't have to carry that paper trimmer straight up and down. When you open it up on your workspace, you can leave the paper trimmer in that slide-out pocket, or you can move the paper trimmer and put it in one of the stand-up elastic bands, depending on how you need to access it. So we really think of everything for crafters when we're designing products. But you can see, look at everything that I've got in here. All of my basic tools: scissors, rulers, cutters, punches, adhesives, all types of adhesives. I've even got my foil tools. I've got my ribbon rulers. And right here in the front, I've got those 2 Teresa bags. So all those glitters, all of those re-inkers or glitter glues are going to fit in there. I can see all my tools. I can get to all of the tools. So easy, so fast, so efficient, if you will, and then close it up and take it with me. So it's great for all kinds of basic tool storage, but it can also be useful for a particular type of organization of tools. So this one I have loaded up with all of my stamping supplies. So I've got embossing powders, I've got my heat embosser, I've got my stamping platforms. On this side, I've got my rotating design board with the magnetic mat, another cutter. I've got my my life-changing brushes. I think you guys call them distressing brushes. All the tools that I need to do a stamping project. So if I'm going to do stamping, I have a ditto bag just for that. General crafting, just for that. So the uses of them, I mean, really, you will be so amazed at how many different things you can fit in there, and then also how many different uses. And with this group, we're even talking about the Triangle Traveler as well. So Triangle Traveler, cute little travel tote, comes like this. When you open it up, now, there's this weird little string on the back. That is how you loosen it up to get it to go all the way open. You're going to find in the back 4 vertical pockets, and inside it, you are getting 3 removable pouches that are all zipper top, right? Now, these are all the same length, that's 7 inches, but 4 inches, 5 inches, and 6 inches tall. So they're going to fit a plethora of different types of supplies. I'm just going to go through really quickly some of the best uses I've seen come up with or heard about for the Triangle Traveler bag. Now, I do need to make a note that the color, there's a little bit of color variation in them, pink to pink, etc. So just so you kind of know that. So this is loaded up with everything for heat transfer. So if you have bought kits, product kits, especially on HSN, where you have all the pieces to do a particular type of craft, in this situation, we're talking about heat transfer. Everything is going to fit into the bag, and when I travel with it, I'm going to pull the tall pins out of the back pockets, close them up into the bag, and then just pull it closed. But great, this one is loaded up with toys and games. It is a great travel bag if you're traveling with children or you're on a road trip and you want to have a first aid kit. All of the little bits and pieces that you need, card games, toys. I mean, perfect for taking into a restaurant with a child or grandchild so that they can stay, they keep their toys and games organized, but enjoy the time in the restaurant as well. So you're going to find so many different ways. This one loaded with ink pads. I'm going to loosen it up so you can see. And the markers. So I'm storing the markers flat, but when I'm going to use this set of ink pads, the re-inkers, now I'm going to pop those markers up in the back so I have access to them, tuck them in when I'm going to go somewhere or when I'm going to store that bag. One of the things that I was asked about 2 weeks ago was, why don't you make a cosmetic bag? Here it is, right? So I've got, and again, you can pull the bags out, the sections out, so you can see everything that's in that cosmetic bag and how accessible it is and how visible it is. And my taller, skinnier things are in the back. I'm going to travel with my makeup brushes tucked into the pocket, but when I get to the hotel, think about dumping all of your cosmetics out on the counter at a hotel, right? With this little bag, all you have to do is unzip, and each of the sections is accessible, and your small cylindrical things are accessible as well. You're not pawing down to the bottom of your bag to get to those things. So setting it up as a travel bag is awesome. This one is loaded with all hair accessories, right? This one is a distressing kit. Again, we're talking about keeping things together, you use together when you're crafting. So I've got all the daubers, all the life-changing brushes, I've got the brush cleaner, I've got some inks, and they're all right there in one kit. So when I need to do some sort of distressing, I don't have to go around hunting for all the things in my craft room. I can grab that distressing kit, bring it to my workspace, use it, close it up, and then tuck it away again. So one of the keys to being successful with your Triangle Traveler is keeping things together, you use together. Now, one of my most favorite uses is right here. When we're talking about adhesives, every project you do, whether it's home decor, scrapbooking, card making, anything is going to require that you are using some type of adhesive. So right here in the Triangle Traveler, I have got all of those adhesives. I've got my tall adhesives again in the back. I've even got those big rolls of foam tape, right? 3 different sizes, all tucked into one pocket. I've got my photo corners and my pop dots, and then of course I've also got a selection of tape runners. So permanent, repositionable, vellum, they're all in there, easy to access, easy to use. So I'm stretching out the cord so that my bags will lean back and give me the most access. And when I'm going to travel, I'm just going to pull that flap close or store and pull the pin, and now everything's tucked in and ready to go. So with this bundle, you're getting a Ditto bag. The Ditto bag is your basic, all of your basic stuff, everything that you're going to work with all the time, right? Or you've coordinated yours like this other one. It's all your stamping supplies. And then your Triangle Traveler is going to work as that accessory. What little more things do you need? What particular projects are you working on? those are going to be in your Triangle Traveler bag. So the two of them together is a home run. And yes, the Triangle Traveler will fit with your Ditto bag in your lowest tote. So George, I can't wait to hear what creative ways you've come up with to use the Triangle Traveler bag, because it won't fit a pizza. Oh, yeah. But it could be a great way to store those cords and cables that you were talking about.
Yes. Absolutely. I do panto at Christmas here in the UK, and I dress up in frocks and stuff because, you know, pays the bills. I mean, honestly, makeup bags, also, I carry a big flight case. It's too big. Perfect for me, this Tiffany. I'm loving it today. Guys, you are loving it today. Wendy Myers on Facebook, I hope my mother will get me this for Christmas. Mary Pat on YouTube, I'm holding my purple Triangle Traveller. Want to fill it today. Today's the day. Panda Crafts on YouTube, I think I need to start a craft group. Olga on YouTube, I have it, but I haven't realised it had a secret side pocket. Wait, we're always here to help you. And Rebecca White on YouTube, I love my details so much. Best Totally Tiffany purchase so far. Let's take you through the different colour options. Remember, there's different colours available in the wonderful. We start with the purple. We've got the brilliant purple one. It's here behind me. You can see it here. The wonderful purple one. Here it is a closer up for you to see. That beautiful there, the purple collection with the smaller Totally Tiffany bag there you can travel with. Then the next colour in this great collection, black. It's I like black, grey. I love the dark colours. Again, a great collection, £40, $50, that platinum price. Brilliant. Then we got pink, of course we love pink. It's glorious, isn't it? All its colour there. And turquoise, again, another great collection here. There's stunning colours, whatever you need, whether you're pink, whether you need turquoise, this could be yours today. Again, look at that. That is a great collection there. Absolutely love it, and you guys love it too. Ali on Facebook, but George, I really enjoy you on the shows. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Ali. I'm glad that I'm making your day brilliant. We've got a demo of the day. It is, of course, can you believe it, number 2. Of course, it was the craft along with our wonderful Jan. And this is not even finished. It's brilliant. Will that win demo of the week? You'll have to join me tomorrow, along with tomorrow night, Second Chance Sunday, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, with Debbie Fisher. It's my first time working with Debbie Fisher tomorrow. I've been here 9 months. It's my first time working with her. When I first started at Crafters Companion, I had to audition, and Debbie was the person that I worked with, and she'll be here tomorrow. And so hopefully I started my journey. Hopefully I'm not ending it tomorrow, but Debbie's going to be here along with Bernie in the morning. We'll tell you what's coming up tomorrow a little bit later on. But again, to remember today, we are launching our brand new paper takers with Totally Tiffany. The 12 by 12 has sold out. Someone asked me earlier, see if I can find it, about the Boardmasters, if they fit inside a 12 by 12. Yes, they do. They do fit inside a 12 by 12. And I believe it fits inside the lowest tote bag. I don't know if you know. I think we need t-shirts saying, yes, it fits inside Lois. I think that's something, Tiffany, that we need, is that it fits inside the lowest tote bag. I think that'd be great. Tiffany, let's have a look at these wonderful paper takers again.
Okay, paper takers. If you're new to the Totally Tiffany brand, they are something that we were asked for specifically. Can we get those in these sizes? So I want to start with the 5x7 because so many of you love dies and stamps, and this is the perfect bag for die and stamp storage, along with all your card blank sizes as well. But I'm going to show you this real quickly. This is the 5x7 stamp and die pocket. A lot of you already own this. It is designed to work with our 5x7 magnet, but you can store your dies and your stamps together in the pocket into your 5x7 paper taker, label on the side. I guess I should real quickly, for those of you who haven't been on board the whole show, all of the paper takers have an interior tray. That's what gives the bag its structure. They have a handle on the side, they have a handle on the top, and they have a nice big label pocket on the side as well. So it is a perfect solution for die and stamp organization. And think about organizing, maybe you're gonna put all of your dies and stamps together by theme. Maybe you're going to put all of your nesting dies together. Then you're going to label it on the side and you're going to pop it onto your shelf. So when you need those, You can pull it right off the shelf and bring it to your workspace or throw it in your craft tote. So the 5x7 is awesome for die and stamp storage. It is, of course, ideal for anything that's 5x7, which fits in with our large envelopes and large cards. So it's a great way to store cards you're in the process of making, card making supplies, or cards that you've completed as well. Happy accident, look at this, with the 5x7 is that it is ideal for 44 Spectrum Noir markers. So we had a question earlier, do the Spectrum Noir markers fit? Absolutely they do, and you are going to get 44 of them in one of the 5x7 paper taker bags. Again, easy to label on the end. So that's the 5x7. All of these are made with these really nice clear vinyl. They've got the full length of hook and loop on the front, so they close up and stay closed. Again, handle on the side, handle on the top. They're not interesting when they're empty, are they? Okay. The 6x6 pocket fits in here perfectly. Ideal place for storing 6x6 stencils. Again, 6x6 stamp sets. Anything like that is going to fit in this dimension. Now remember, Totally Tiffany as a brand, we make things bigger than 6x6. So 6.5 by 7 gives you plenty of room to organize something that's 6x6 and it's not difficult to pull in and out, right? Everything slides in and out really easily. So your 6x6 paper pad, the pockets again for scraps to coordinate with that paper pad, and into your paper taker they go. Boom, everything's organized and ready. Number one question I get about the paper taker: how much paper will it hold? Paper takers, paper varies. So paper is really thin, really great cardstock is really thick. So that's going to vary how many sheets you can get in. What you need to know is that all of them are 2 inches thick. So if you look at your paper stash and you say, okay, I have 10 inches of 6x6 paper pads, you're going to get 2 inches per bag. You're going to need 5 of the 6x6 to organize 10 inches of paper, give or take a little bit if you're also adding the pockets inside with the scraps in there as well. All right, next up, the 6x6. Look at that. There are the tri-blends. Another question we got earlier. 33 tri-blends right there in the 6x6 paper taker. Big question for double tip markers. Hey, the manufacturer says I need to store those flat and yours are vertical. Well, they're flat now or they're flat now. So depending on where you put them and how you store them, you can use it vertically, easy access, tip it on its back or on its side for storage, and now you've stored them flat like the manufacturer recommends. So that is the 6x6. 8x8, probably the biggest demand size that I've had recently as people are working on 8x8 albums. This is a perfect bag for that. You can actually fit the entire 8x8 album right in the bag, which means you can also fit the extra pages, page protectors, and of course all of the paper that you need for an 8x8 project. The 8x8 pockets obviously fit in there as well, keeping the scraps together with the paper. But the 8x8 pockets are also a great way to organize and pre-plan 8x8 pages. So the photos, the embellishments, any of those things that you're going to use, you can organize those into pockets and then put that album together really quickly and easily when you're ready to do that. Last but not least, in the 8x8 size, it is perfect if you are the medium-sized planner user, which I am. So I've got the planner fits in there, I've got sticker books, I've got extra pages, I've even used the pocket on the end to hold my 2 favorite colors of pen to use with my planner. So if you need to move your planner supplies around, maybe you carry everything back and forth from your office, this is a perfect bag to do that as well. Last but not least, do we need to talk about the 12x12 real quickly so people can see what that's like and get on the wait list? Oh, it's sold out. So the 12x12 paper taker coming soon to a website near you. It'll be back in stock soon, so put your name on the email list if you're interested in that. George?
Stock is flying out with these. Remember, if you're wanting to get them, today is the day. You've already seen that the 12x12 was sold out. The 8x8, the 6x6, and the 5x7, they are on their way out, guys. If you need them, make sure you're getting them. Let me remind you of the hang and hold collection that we've got here. It's a great bundle. This is the bundle here. If you've not seen the hang and hold before, you can see it hangs at the front of your desk, wherever you may need it. Picnic table, maybe inside your garage, maybe inside your craft room, maybe inside the kitchen. kitchen, and it comes with a great deals. You've got the supply bin, you've got the basic bin, and you've got the tool bucket as well. It's going to be brilliant. $55.99 for you guys here in the UK, and for you guys in the States, there's a different price. Here it comes. It's got this brilliant price for you. There is delayed dispatch for you guys over in the States as well. $79.99, a great price, and it's going to be useful. It could be for tools, and there's so many different things that you can get. Remember that you can get extra parts on the website. Don't forget as well to add into your basket the cup holder as well. You've seen what it can hold. It can hold cups, it can hold bottles of wine, it can hold anything that you may need. That is the cup holder, a great addition. Listen, I think it holds champagne. My favourite's Disaronno, so maybe we can get a bottle of that in there as well. A great price, $13.29, $18.99. Tiffany, I have loved this. I've heard so many great things about you, and every dream has come true meeting you tonight. It's like a ball full of energy. When are you next with us here on Crafters TV?
I will probably be with you at some point next month. I don't quite have a date yet, but remember, all of you can join me on the Get Organized Challenge for the 12-week challenge, which starts on Monday. So if you need to get organized, George, I hope you'll pop on and join us in the challenge, and I can help you load up your hang and hold with that Disaronno, I'm sure.
Yes.
Thanks so much for having me today. I love being with y'all. Have a great evening, and I will see you soon.
Absolutely, and remember, Tiffany, it can fit inside a Lois tote bag. That's what we need in t-shirts. I want a t-shirt saying that on, please. Right, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure this evening. We've had a brilliant day. Remember, tomorrow, I'm back tomorrow all day with you from 12 p.m. here in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast time. It's the Softer Side Live with myself and Bernie. Then at 3 p.m, Debbie Fisher's going to be here in the building, 10 a.m. East Coast time. It's a launch day, new floral Christmas stamps. Head to the website to have a quick preview of them. And at 7 p.m, 2 p.m. East Coast time, we've got our brilliant Second Chance Sunday and that crucial demo of the week. I will see you then. Check out your baskets. Remember, guys, things are selling out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Good night.